Hey, what is going on, guys? It's Crimson Pharaoh. Welcome back to the channel. And in today's video, we're going to be taking a look at rune sets, where they're good, if they're good, why they're good. This is going to be a three-part video. The second part is going to be ruining attackers, whether it's attack-based or defense-based, tanks, special cases, different things. And then the third video is going to be evaluating runes, whether it's good on the rune set, if the stats match together, you know, if you should gem and grind it, stuff like that. So stay tuned for those two videos as well. But in today's, we're just going over the sets and whether the effect is useful or not, or whether there's just better stuff. So definitely there's better stuff than energy and guard runes. Energy runes are basically a free 15% HP at the beginning of the game. It's great on supports or attackers, and it's just what's available. Guard is really only good for Trikaru. Even Copper Bulldozer doesn't make a ton of sense. Tractor probably has more. Tractor definitely has more of a reason to use Guard because he can't be defense broken. So you can put triple defense. You can just put like 400% defense if you could make that. If you could get the amount of rolls that you need and the gems and grinds, whatever, that you need to make that happen, to get like 400% extra on him, like, he's never gonna get defense broken. But you don't want to do that to your tractor. Like, there's other stats he needs. But yeah, definitely just much better for Trikaru than anywhere else. Blade is great. Any stat that you cannot grind is great. This is 2 max rolls on a 6-star rune of crit rate right there. I mean, focus is 20% here. This is great for a lot of places. Accuracy you need for putting harmful effects on the enemy. You need accuracy to strip beneficial effects off of the enemy, and you have to have accuracy for attack bar manipulation. So decreasing attack bar of the enemy or absorbing it, whatever, you have to have accuracy to make all 3 of those things work. Anything that manipulates the enemy in any way, whether it's harmful, stripping, or attack bar, like, it's all has to have accuracy. This is not very good. It's good for some units in Rift Raid, like Economia or Colleen, stuff that you need to not get, debuffed the crap out of. But otherwise, it's not amazing. It's useful for some things, for maybe some late game teams where you need resistance, but it's, they have other stuff at that point anyway. So Endure is not fantastic, but can be good. Could be good. I mean, if you get 2, Endure runes that are really good, like, you can use them. I mean, this is 16 speed. Why not throw it on something? Like, I had something else that was decent enough. 17 speed here. Like, I mean, why not just, it's not that one, this one, yeah. So, I mean, it's, what is that, 33 speed? So, it's just like, you can just complete sets. It's not a completely useless thing to have. It's, whatever, if you want to, you can use it. Not amazing, though. Fatal, we'll do Fatal Rage now. Fatal is worse than Rage. 35% attack. It's not an issue of 5% damage, where, you got 5% more damage here. It's an issue of crit damage is not grindable. So crit rate, accuracy, resistance, and crit damage all are better than other stats that you can just grind up anyway. It's 5% damage is not the issue. The issue is that you can just grind attack. Like, really, it's more than a 5% difference, because you have to get such high crit damage rolls on your Fatal runes to make Fatal make sense. That it's just easier. It's just easier to build with Rage. Flat out, it's just easier to build it and grind it up than it is to deal with Fatal and try to make things work. So Rage is just better. Swift is, I think, the best rune set on the game. Extra speed, very simple, usable on any unit in the entire game other than Leo. Violent, usable on any unit in the game other than Bernard, Puri, and Kabila, which is where you need Swift, for sure. You need to get the first turn, you need to get the attack bar boosting. Bastet is probably just better on Swift, too. But, yeah, like a Tiana, probably just better on Swift. But Violent is also very good for almost anything else. Literally anything in the game can be on Violent other than your attack bar boosters, because you get extra turns. Very, very simple. Despair kind of sucks. I don't want to spend too much time here. My Lupinus never stuns anything in TOA. It's not based on accuracy, it just doesn't happen. So, Despair... The only unit in the game I would use Despair on is the Light Magic Knight, because she's so strong anyway that having the extra stun chance on her in like Guild Siege, Guild Wars, she's like goddess tier, borderline goddess tier. Iris is really strong. Revenge is great on her as well. Anything that stuns, strips, does different things with counterattack is great on Revenge. So Revenge is a pretty good set. Shield, great for Trikaru and Necro. Great for the Dot team. It's more of a PvE build stuff here for your shield stuff, but it's pretty decent. Will is good for late game PvP. Don't worry about Will early on. It's just for arena, really. This is for Bruisers. As a general rule of thumb, Destroy is just better on Bruisers. They can heal themselves up, slowly work down enemy max HP to the point where the enemy just doesn't have any HP left to fight with. Vampire is okay. More for Rift Raid. It's hard to say that Vampire is better than something like Rage or even Violent or Swift, because you have to, like, this has to make sense. The life drain has to make sense. So Rift Raid and Rift Beast, it's good, but elsewhere it doesn't make a ton of sense. Like, it can be used for some units in Guild Wars. I think Vampire is good on Skogul, something like that, in Guild Wars and Guild Siege. So there's some places for Vampire. Nemesis is good late game too. Nemesis is just late game PvP. I would not worry about this until you're late game, because you're dealing with such a small amount of attack gauge at that point that it's like you're at the end of the game when you're worried about 4%. Tolerance, accuracy, enhance, not great. If you can get really good runes and grind and gem them up, cool. The issue is getting the gems and grinds. You'd think the issue is getting the runes, because you have to farm so much Rift Beast to get good 6-star runes. But then you have to grind and gem them, and that's even harder to get those legend grind and gems than it is to get the runes, which takes forever to get the runes anyway. Determination can be used for Trikaru, but Guard is just easier to get. You're unlikely to get the Determination runes like fast enough. You can just farm Guard runes a lot faster. And then Fight runes are great for Arena, Rift. This set is good everywhere in the entire game. Literally every piece of content in the entire game, this is good. Other than Copper Bulldozer, Immensity, Copper Bulldozer, anything that buffs defense. Like, otherwise this is even good on Copper. Like, this is actually still usable on Copper, because he needs attack too. So, very good set. Again, the issue is getting good runes and getting them grinded and gemmed up. But really, really very good everywhere. Especially in Rift Raid and Rift Beasts, where you've got 6 units in one team. It's so much benefit. So, anyway, that's all the runes. Any questions, just leave them in the comments section. You guys tell me what you think. If you think Violent is better than Swift, Swift is better than Violent. I personally enjoy taking the first turn and crowd controlling, or just completely cleaving the enemy off the map. But, Violent I know is obviously very strong too. So you guys tell me in the comments what you think. And stay tuned for those other 2 videos. And if you made it this far as well, and you aren't subscribed, please consider subscribing. Hit the like and comment and all that stuff, all that YouTube stuff. So anyway, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see everybody in the next video.